Hi guys, so let me try to focus my camera. Okay, whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit of a longer update. I'm also gonna talk a little bit about what I went through today with my first NST. I'm also gonna talk a little bit about, I'm 32 weeks today, so I'm kind of freaking out because it really kind of hit me like I don't have much time to register like I need to register at the hospital. I don't have anything for her, but I mean, I'm also waiting for my baby shower. My baby shower's on the 25th, so that's in 3 weeks. So I'm not giving myself much room from baby shower until like she could possibly be here to see what like I don't have. So I'm starting to get really nervous, but there's nothing I can do. I chose to do my baby shower super late, I guess, but oh well, it is what it is. Anyways, I had my first NST non-stress test today. So I will be doing these twice a week until she comes. Along with my specialist visit that I have, that I go and see another doctor for. But anyways, I really didn't know. I googled, again, great Google, I googled and I looked on all the apps like non-stress tests, what to expect. For the most part, everybody is very just like, oh, they strap you up to monitors, strap you up to ultrasound machine, and they monitor her heart rate and movements. Cool. Again, you know, it's like, if you're like me, you're like, but I want to know exactly what it's about. So I'm going to tell you what my experience was. So I went into my doctor's office today, right at 12:30. They're like, okay, come on back. Didn't make me wait. I'll tell you exactly from start to finish what it's about. Did a urine test, got out of the urine test, took my weight, went into the room, took my blood pressure, took my pulse. Here comes doctor. Doctor hooked me up to the ultrasound machine first before the monitoring of the heart rate. Was like literally very, very quick. She was just checking the fluid and to see like the position. Baby girl is head down. Doctor said she'll probably stay this way because there's not much room for her to like be flipping around now. She may be like flipping, so if she's head down, she may be flipping like this way or this way, but she won't be breech. Cool, because she was breech a little bit a few weeks ago. So she's head down. She like turned the monitor really quick and was like, oh, just take a quick look at her. Like, you know, yeah, she looks big, but she's, you know, still not measuring to how much an average baby at 32 weeks should be measuring at. She's still a few ounces under, but it's, again, I'm not gonna stress myself about it. She has a really big head. My son had a really big head. Still kind of has a big head. Yeah, she's got a big head. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is up with my kids having huge old heads? But the bigger the head, the bigger the brains. It's okay, a little baby. She's got a big head, and the doctor said there's enough fluid inside, but to just keep on, you know, keep on staying hydrated, keep on drinking water. So then she turned it off. She turned off the ultrasound and was like, okay, we're going to strap you up to the monitor. You'll be in here for 20 minutes. They hooked up just like a little circular monitor. Like if you've ever had kids, it's the same monitors that they put on you when you go into labor and delivery, and it's the same ones, that the one that is measuring her heart rate and then another one that is measuring to see if you're contracting. and then you can hear it. I could hear baby's heartbeat, just like boom, 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 boom. It's crazy. They gave me this little like button to push, and they said every time you feel a movement, just press the button and you're gonna be monitored for 20 minutes. And I said, okay. So then they hooked all that up. Doctor put on her, well, her nurse, her assistant, put on her timer, 20 minutes, and just let me lay there. And I was just like laying there, just like looking at the sky, trying to just feel her movements, and then, you know, pressing the button every time. So that's basically all it was, is, you know, and then the doctor came in 10 minutes, was like, looked at the paper, was like, okay. And I was trying to like peek at the paper, but I don't understand what that paper means, like, whatsoever. I have no idea what that paper means. And then came in 20 minutes later, went to go take it to the doctor. Doctor came in and she was just like, okay, everything's, you know, looking okay. Her heart rate is a little bit high. It was like 179 for a majority of the time. Normal, I guess, is supposed to be like anywhere between 140 and 160 or 170. But she's like, it's, you know, it's, I'm not worried about it at all. So I said, okay, no problem. She's like, okay, I'll see you Thursday. Basically, that's what your NSTs are gonna look like. You're not contracting at all. As you get closer, you know, maybe around like 36, 37 weeks, you may start to contract, and that's when we'll look at you and monitor you longer. But for these next few, like, you know, Thursday and then next week and the week after that, your appointments will only be 20 minutes long, unless the baby's not cooperating and not moving at all, then they'll be a little bit longer. And I just, okay, like, okay. And that was basically it. They're just, okay, see you Thursday. Okay, see you Thursday. And that was, yeah, that was my appointment. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm just like, okay, cool. I mean, I'm happy that it went, you know, good. Of course, I don't want nothing to go wrong. I was just like, I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting. I really don't know what I was expecting. But anyways, it was kind of cute to see, though. Like, when I first walked in, there was a couple that, like, you could tell, like, just found out that they're expecting, and so, you know, they're filling out their paperwork, and they're like so in love with each other, and I'm just like looking over like, oh, that's so cute, you know. Like, I remember my first appointment when I, you know, went in for my first at 8 weeks, and I remember like that excitement and that just like, you know, bringing that precious little life into the world. And I'm just like looking like, oh, you know, thinking in my head like, enjoy these next 9 months, because it's hard, but, you know, it's a miracle. Anyways, I'm sidetracking, but anyways, so that was NST. Nothing too excited. If your doctor is starting to schedule you to do NSTs, I mean, that's basically what you can expect. Like I said, unless anything is like abnormal, baby's not really moving a lot, or maybe the baby's heart rate is low, or you're having contractions, and maybe, of course, something will be different. So if anything is different on an NST, I will jump on and I will let you know how that goes, but time will only tell. A few other things that I want to talk about is my doctor. When I saw her last week, she's like, have you registered yet for the hospital? And I'm like, nope, not at all. Haven't even, like, when my first doctor's appointment, she gave me like this pamphlet with like all these papers. I honestly forgot where I put this, and I was thinking about it like last night and the night before, like, where the heck did I put that folder because I know it had like my, like all my doctor's appointments, like, you know, here, and then it's like it just has a whole bunch of information in it, and I'm just like, yeah, I should probably look for that. So finally I found it, and I'm like, okay, cool. I found the form that I need to fill out to like register, or what is it, pre-admission form, and send it off. So I'm gonna do that today because it's like, you need to go, because I do remember when I had my when I went to labor and delivery a few weeks ago, that they asked me like, oh, have you like registered yet, like to deliver here? I'm like, no, I'm sorry. And so that made it a little bit more difficult, and they asked me a whole bunch of information. Sorry, I'm just looking at all this stuff. So I'm like, I should really do this. I'm gonna do this today and send it off, get myself going. Another thing that my doctor was asking me was, have you chose a pediatrician for when the baby is born? Thank God. They also gave me a list of all the pediatricians that go to the hospital that I'm going to be delivering at, and thank God my son's pediatrician was on the list. So I'm like, oh, easy. Her, I want her. She's great. She's awesome. What else? I mean, it's really cool, this like pamphlet thing that they gave me. Like, I'll read it to you really, really fast. Like, pre-admission, to speed up your registration, you must pre-register for admission. We recommend you pre-register by your 7th month of pregnancy by calling our financial advisor. Totally out of it. Day of delivery, when you think you're beginning labor, contact your OBGYN and come directly to the labor and delivery unit. I wish I would have read this when they gave it to me, because then I wouldn't have gone to the ER the other time and I would have gotten straight to labor and delivery. Saved myself a whole bunch of time. If you are scheduled for a C-section, induction, or other procedure, plan to arrive in the admitting area at the time designated by your physician. Remember to bring your insurance card, blah, 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 blah. Newborn hearing. Your baby will receive a newborn hearing. Baby's first photo. If you desire, your baby's first photo can be taken prior to discharge. We did that when my son was born, and you know, the pictures were super cute, and it's like, of course, yeah, I want those. It tells you a little bit about their security. As part of our security measures, baby footprints are taken soon after birth and become part of our medical records. Our nurses will be happy to take another set for your baby book. Oh, that's so cute. There is a gift shop for anybody that wants to give you cards, flowers, novelties, snacks, and more. Do they sell agua chile? Because that's what I want the minute I give birth. Make it a special beginning. The delivery of your baby in those first hours together should be as special as you've always imagined. Our entire staff extends a warm invitation to have your baby with us. We want to make this an unforgettable and wonderful experience and special beginning for your family. That is super cute. So, I'm definitely going to read like all of these papers in here, like I should have right from the beginning. I'm literally such a procrastinator. It's not even funny. My baby shower is in 3 weeks and I have not done anything. I've made invitations. That's it. I've purchased nothing. I'm horrible. My last day of work is Saturday, so hopefully starting next week I can kind of just like get myself together. I have so much going on. It's like I need to get all my baby shower stuff done. I need to get my short-term disability like papers and forms into my doctor ASAP so that I can get paid something while I'm out. My son started football. He's about to start school. We're also in the process of looking for a new place to live. Like, everything is just being thrown at me and my husband, and it's like a lot. So it's like I have no idea. I don't know. I don't even know where to go from there. But anyways, let me see what else was given to me in this pamphlet. Stem cell banking. I mean, I personally, I won't be doing it. I didn't do it with my son, and yeah, I don't know. I won't be doing it. What else? What else is in here? Nothing else. All this stuff was for the beginning. Like I did this. The panorama by Natera. I did do this. I did this. I encourage people to do this. Me and my husband did this. We decided to do this at our 12 week, when I was 12 weeks. So it tests for Down syndrome, Edwards syndrome, Pateau syndrome, triploidy, Turner syndrome, what else? I'm trying to see. It's an NIP test. But what got me to want to do this one is that it determined gender. That's how we got to know what we were having so early on. A lot of people were like, how did you know at 14 weeks what you were having? This guy. That's how. Our insurance didn't cover it, of course, because it's like, you know, it's not like insurance only covers like, you know, the necessities. Our insurance didn't cover it, but they have a great like payment plan type thing. So we honestly didn't really pay that much. I think it was like $300. It's honestly like, it's, in my opinion, it tests for all of those tests with just two tubes, 2 vials of blood, and you get your results back in 2 weeks. I would much rather know earlier on in my pregnancy, God forbid, if she were to have any of those, if she was like testing positive for Down syndrome, Turner syndrome, or anything like that, trisomy, like all that, the trisomy 21, to prepare myself, you know, rather than waiting for a 20-week scan. Could you have imagined if, God forbid, she was testing positive for one of those syndromes, and then at my 20-week scan it's like, oh well, you know, she's got developmental cord insertion, and she's got, you know, she's testing positive for, you know, Down syndrome. You know, it's like I literally would have, oh my god. So I'm glad that I found out that she was, you know, perfectly like fine and was not testing positive for any of those, and then it was just the cherry on top just to know the gender. So I say, if you can afford it, and if you want to find out gender, and if you want to find out if your baby is testing positive for any of these syndromes or any of this early on, to do the panorama by Natera. Why not? I think that's all I have for today. I just wanted to jump on and just do a quick little wasn't quick, it was 20 minutes, to do an update on what the non-stress test was like for me, and a few other little things. Like I said, I just need to get everything, all my ducks in a row. I'm like floating along and days are passing me by. So anyways, I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna get off here. I will probably won't do an update on Thursday, my next unless something like crazy happened. I'll probably jump on maybe like next week or a week after that to just kind of update it and see where everything's going from there. Bye guys.